going to cost us.
See, now I'm going to go something different. I think De Gea's cost us.
Yeah.
I really do. He did not look confident tonight at all. He came for a couple of catches.
Play Romero on the pretense that it's just a warm-up for his Europa games.
Like, it's really... Right, hang on. We got Dia, I think, has just joined. I was wondering when he was going to join, so let's get Dia in. There he is. Hopefully, he works tonight. There we go. Yeah, how you doing, mate? Right.
That's nice to see all of you speaking.
No worries, mate. No worries, man. Right, come on in. Seeing as you're the noob in here tonight, give us your thoughts on everything.
Who's got lube?
Yeah, I'm very glad to see Pankaj, everyone.
Yeah.
And Marcus, very nice. Mark and Daedric as well.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. But a bit pissed off with Man United today. I thought we would have grabbed these 3 points, which was massive. I think because we can't wait for the Leicester game to capitalize on this. It put too much pressure on us, and because waiting for the Leicester game, it is it is too late for us to grab these 3 points at Leicester and beat Leicester. It will be very difficult. I think tough game.
Yeah.
They should have been sealed and done by now. They should already be out of the question.
Exactly. I understand.
Yeah, I reckon that as well, mate. It should have been done and wrapped up by tonight.
Yeah, we've just lost 4 points in the past 3 games, haven't we?
Yeah.
At Southampton and tonight, so we should have...
Both those games at home as well. You want to be winning them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Before we started Project Restart, who would have actually said, if you looked at our remaining fixtures, that Southampton and West Ham would be the games we'd drop points on? If you'd have said that to me at the beginning, I wouldn't have believed you. I said no.
Well, we dropped points at Spurs as well, didn't we?
We did.
But that's a tough game, though, Spurs. That's a Mourinho side.
Yeah,
you're talking a Southampton team.
That was the only one I expected we could have dropped points on.
Yeah.
But Spurs, between Spurs, Southampton and West Ham, Spurs is a harder game for me. A, it's the way. B, it's the Mourinho team. C, they got some decent technical players there, mate. And you look at Southampton at home, you look at West Ham at home, and you really think United should be picking up at least 7 points out of them 9.
Yeah,
so,
it's a shame we couldn't have waited for lockdown for a couple more days because we'd have hammered Spurs. Because they had so many players, and we were playing well before lockdown. If we'd have just had that game and then got to lockdown, we'd have hammered them.
So, Dia, tonight's game then, I mean, for you, Pankaj reckons, it's a good point. I mean, going forward, what do you think? Is it a good point, really?
Yeah, but I think for me, 1 point, yes, you're playing against Leicester now. You have your 1 point, you have been able to I think it is vital, yes, because we don't know what's going to happen against Leicester now. It depends the result now. If Leicester we don't know if we are going to be able to beat Leicester now. That would be very difficult. I think it will be a tough game to play against Leicester. It will be very tough.
Surely Ollie wouldn't have been. I mean, he's put all his eggs into one basket here, hasn't he? After that tonight. I mean, all right, fair enough. It's still in United's hands. They've not got to get beat. But this is a Leicester team here that's got. They might have got hammered by Spurs, but they've still got the bit between the teeth, Daedric. They're still a good side. Brendan Rodgers, mate. Ex-Liverpool manager, he knows how to fucking keep the team up there.
We always take the difficult road. We always make things hard for ourselves.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I think if we'd have played this way, I just think us as a team, I think we're. So I said this, but I think we're a bunch of bottlers. I think we are becoming the new Spurs. If we'd have played West Ham the first game out of lockdown, out of Project Restart, we'd have smashed them about 4-0. It's just because when there's something on the line, when there's a chance to go a bit further and go and actually grab the place where we should do, we've bottled it. We've done it all season. It's not just before the pandemic, it's been after. As soon as they get a chance to progress, they'll bottle it.
So I'm going to interpret that then, Daedric, right, as do you think that this team is too young to handle the pressure at United?
I don't think it's too young because we've done better, we've done more with younger teams. I think there's a lack of leadership. Definite lack of leadership. You've got Harry Maguire coming in and being a captain straight away. That's saying something. Do you really think that would have happened under Fergie? Brought in somebody and then within the same season they're telling everyone what to do. A guy that's only ever really played for a played well at Leicester.
But he was a captain at Leicester, and I mean, if the team
captain
is
at Leicester,
there is,
captain at Manchester United, though, Pankaj, that's two very different things.
It's almost like different caliber.
Like Roy Keane was, like Wayne Rooney, like someone solid too. Because Harry he's like you said, like for Leicester he was a big guy, but for Man United, it's such a big club to hold this. It's very hard for him, I think.
So where are you going to get the leadership from? Because people say, "Oh, Bruno is a leader, Maguire is a leader, Dad is a leader." Where are you going to get leaders from then? Like, if it's like
experience of what people have done prior in their career. You need somebody to settle things down, don't you? That's why you need an old head. This is where, I mean, Matic isn't exactly the best player in the world, but this is where you need somebody like him who's won as many titles as he has and trophies to be like settling people down, being like, whoa, let's just slow things down again. Let's just get through this, one more game, and those are the things that win you titles. Not get into the game where you're about to win something and going, no, you look terrified. And honestly, like I said before we went on the show, Marcus, if that's how we're going to play against West Ham at home now, would you really want to be in the Champions League? Can you imagine if we played like that against Real Madrid or against Barcelona or Juventus?
I said it the other day, mate, didn't I? What was the point of going into the Champions? I mean, I get it, finances, it's the prestige of being in the competition, but at the end of the day, I can only see United coming out after that knockout phase or after the group stage and dropping back into Europa League, because at that minute, this team level is Europa League football, where where Europe's concerned. They're not contenders for the Champions League. They'd be lucky to get to the quarterfinals, because if they're cracking under the pressure in Daedric of just getting top 4, you imagine what they're going to be like playing at the likes of the Bernabeu or fucking San Siro and stuff, places like that. They'll cave. They will absolutely cave, man.
Absolutely spot on.
Yeah, but I think Sancho. I think we wouldn't get Sancho if we don't get Champions League, and I heard somewhere that Sancho would only come if we get Champions League. So it's like, if you want to have good players in your team, if you want good additions to your team, you need to get Champions League football, and you're not going to get it. Like, then it's going to be much more worse. Like, what are you going to choose then?
No, I agree with you on that one.
George Carl says go on.
I was just going to say, we need somebody like a Rooney or a Ronaldo or a Beckham, somebody that can just, when the whole team's playing crap, they can just take the game themselves.
Individually.
And we haven't got anybody that can just take the game like that.
Well, that's what I thought we had in Bruno. But
Bruno, it's not looking as bright as it was, is it?
I think Bruno is looking very, very tired. I don't know, but if he's adapting to the tempo of the game, but I think he needs some rest as well.
What did you guys think about Fosu Mensah's second game back?
I like the guy. I've got to say, I liked him when he was on loan at Fulham, Crystal Palace.
Yeah, I've always liked him.
He didn't get much playing time at Fulham, but I think it was Van Gaal that put him in like a CDM role for a couple of games. He looked natural to me. He was built like a tank. He went in for tackles. Didn't give a fucking shit. He had the speed, he had the strength, he had everything. So I think he's got a future at United. Whether it's at right back or not, I don't know. But
I originally seen him as a CDM.
Yeah, I'd say. Well, I hate that term CDM. It's just a defensive midfielder to me.
FIFA talk.
Yeah, how many commentators do you see on the TV saying CDM? You don't.
Jessica thought Timothy was good considering. She also agrees that there's too much reliance on Bruno. George Carl said the 5-3 against Van Gaal's United. Leicester have not beaten us in 11 matches. Mate, anything can happen on the day. And that United team just do not look up for a fight at the minute. They really don't.
Closest they come to beating us was that weird 2-2 draw back in December, like 2 years ago, when, if you remember, Smalling went off. He should have gone off injured, but didn't. And then Maguire evidently was the 2-2 one, yeah.
I think we have never lost to them recently, to be honest, at their ground. Or at our ground.
But going back to that squad being young then to handle the pressure, do you reckon it's just like a mentality thing then, lads? Do you think they just can't handle, they've not got it there mentally yet? Because there's a lot of pressure on Mason, isn't it? It's his first proper season. And Brandon.
Yeah.
But when one player's playing bad, the whole team seems to play bad. It's got to be a mentality thing. You don't get half the team playing good and half bad. It's just the whole team's playing bad or the whole team's playing good.
Yeah, when it rains, it pours.
Yeah, exactly.
Red Devil says Liverpool leading. I think it's just come up on the screen. It was Naby Keita.
Come on, Liverpool. Come on.
That'll do us.
Liverpool.
So far to me.
God, I need a bath after hearing that.
We'll never walk alone.
I mean, if Chelsea lose, mate, then the point doesn't look as bad. But it still doesn't excuse that, like Daedric said earlier, it should have been sewn up before this. So, I mean, Dia, going into Leicester then, do you play the same team? Are you confident with the same team, or do you make changes?
I think we go with the same team. We go with the same team because it's the last game. It is the momentum. You have to go with the same team. I think post momentum, maybe, I don't think Ole will risk and try to put him because it's the last game. I think Bissaka will be starting. And now if Shaw is back, that will be very massive for us. Because Shaw is very important in our defensive connection, which we have with Rashford and so on. It's very important to have Luke Shaw back. Hopefully, if we have him.
Fair enough. George Carl says the point is terrible. Mate, George, I said that at the beginning. I didn't think the point was good enough. I really didn't. Red Devil says we want to win Saturday. Is it Saturday or was it Sunday? I thought it was Sunday, isn't it?
Sunday, 4 o'clock. They're all at 4.
Yes, all on at the same time.
Not try to hold out the draw. Yeah, go on, Mark.
It's just popped into my head now. What's with Ross calling him De Gea?
De Gea?
I keep saying David De Gea. I'm like, what? You know,
De Gea? I don't know. I think you said that for quite a while. De Gea.
I've only noticed it the past couple of times he's been on.
Right, George Carl says, now this is interesting because George is a De Gea fan here, right? George says, I just see us drawing in the final minutes on Sunday and then De Gea throws it in his own net. Now, George is a De Gea fan, I think.
No,
flip-flop,
he's a big advocate of De Gea. So, that's interesting there. He's changing his tune now. Look, one day to the next. Right. So before we wrap this up, then, do you not?
Sorry, I'm going to say. Do you not think it's a concentration thing with De Gea? Though? I mean, past couple of seasons, I'm not saying we've got a solid defense now, fucking by any stretch of the imagination, but before, like when we had Dan Hall and then we had Mourinho, our defense was, even under Mourinho, was a bit shaky. So he was constantly working. But now he might go like 40, 50 minutes without doing anything. So do you think maybe that's why? Because if you're constantly moving, you're constantly active, you're constantly thinking something's coming in. But now De Gea might have like 30, 40 minutes without anything happening. Then when it does, he's just not switching on.
Absolutely.
Psychology thing. Is it a psychology thing?
Yeah, because the level of concentration are the same. I think he's not quite involved in the match because before, when we had some defenders like Phil Jones, Smalling, he was very active.
You've got to fucking be switched on around them.
Exactly.
So the lights are on, but there's nobody behind the fucking wheel.
Well, Red Devil says Daedric's right here on De Gea. Red Devil says that he's a goalkeeper himself, and that's exactly it. You know, mate, in my younger days, I should be a goalkeeper, and I do think that plays a part because when you're bored, you're not as sharp in your mind as what you should be on the pitch. Your mind wanders and concentration levels drop. So yeah, I can see that. I also
was always
think
put in goal because I was the shittest on the pitch.
I also think as well he's a little bit comfortable because he's not had anyone really to challenge him for that position for about 10 years. 8 at a push minimum. So yeah, I mean, look, before we go then, because I want to remember this for Sunday night show, right? We are going to do a score prediction now, right, for Leicester. Okay. And I want you to tell me, I'm worried. I think someone mentioned it in the comments earlier. I think Red. I'm worried he's going to switch formation here and go to that back 3 or that back 5. Right.
We've got enough defenders to go through back 5.
Yeah.
Well, if he's got Fosu fit, mate, he'll stick the 5 in there, won't he?
Or you put Shaw as a centre back as well if he comes back.
You sure's only got a twisted ankle or something.
Wan-Bissaka could always go as the right back, as the right of the 3.
Right, well, let's go to Pankaj then. Pankaj, does he stick with the same formation? And what's the score?
I think he might change the formation, maybe 5 at the back. Could be. Yeah. And if Bailly is fit, he could play Bailly, but I don't know. And I think it's going to be a 1-0 win to United. I think Maguire winner. That's all.
So top 4 gets sewn up on Sunday, yeah? 1-0. Right, okay. Mark, what do you think?
What I think is you've forgotten to say, don't forget to like, share and subscribe.
I did forget to say that again. Right, come on then. Does he go with a formation change or what?
No, I think he'll stick to his guns and it'll be 1-1 or 0-0. It's going to be a draw.
And so top 4 sewn up on Sunday as well, yeah?
Yeah, just
okay.
About.
Right. Daedric?
I reckon it switches to a back 5 as well. And I reckon it'll be a thoroughly entertaining 0-0.
Yeah. Top 4 sewn up on Sunday. Dear?
And I say that he stick by the same formation. And I think it will be 1-0 victory.
1-0 victory. So again, top 4. Do you know what? I love this, right? Because I'm going to go against all of you. I don't think we're winning Sunday. I don't think we're drawing. And I'm basing that, right? I'm going to base that on.
I was very close to saying loss as well.
I'm basing that on what I saw against Southampton, what I saw in the FA Cup semi-final, and what I saw tonight. I don't see, right, how you can galvanise that team. If he couldn't do it tonight to get 3 points, which is a considerably easier game in my eyes than going away at Leicester. Yeah. I think we're going to possibly lose this 2-1, and I can see him going to a back. And I think the only way they'll get Champions League is if they win the Europa League, and I think they're going to be too knackered to win that.
I agree. Which
was be hard away.
Similar, but I bottled it. I was going to say the same thing.
Red Devil says 3rd if we win, so long as this Liverpool result holds out. He also says, I didn't understand how he could drop Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who's player of the season, but not David De Gea or anyone else. I get centre-back as we only have 2 fit at the moment. But yeah. And George Carl says, Marcus, if we don't get top 4, will I have been right about praising Ollie before the race is run? Well, in a way, George, yeah, in a way. But it would have gone out if we'd have got through that FA Cup semi-final that you and someone else, I can't remember who it was now, just wanted to throw it away. That sort of like takes the point away of winning a trophy and what United's all about, isn't it? So they'd have been on a high if they'd have got into that final tonight, which could have changed. It's all ifs, buts and maybes, isn't it? But in a way, yeah. Right, thanks for coming on, guys. Hope you all enjoyed it.
Yeah,
a little bit longer than I wanted to. But
thank you, Marcus.
Nice to talk to you.
No worries, man. No worries.
Very nice.
Any of you lot want to shout out like any of your social medias or anything?
Yeah, I'm Onasala Arasen on Twitter.
Oh. Right, dear, what you want to do, right? Next time you come on, you can edit your name, right? So when you click on the 3 dots, right?
Yeah.
It says there that edit name. So you can put your Twitter name on there if you want.
Twitter name, put
your Twitter name on there. Everything else. George says our squad has been proven to be piss poor. Kylie, that I'll agree with you on because the squad is poor. Red Devil says, good show. I'll calm down now, but still not happy. And Kylie says, I'll never get the shout out by Twitter. George, you liar. So what we're going to do Sunday...
Is Jay Hart still there, or has he gone dogging?
I think he's gone dogging, mate. To be honest. What we'll do Sunday is I'll have a word with the boys and we'll see if we can get a load of us on together, because I think this StreamYard can have 10 of us on. So we'll get a load of us on together, seeing as it's the last game of the season, and we'll have a couple of beers and that and have a good chat. All right?
Is it on the telly?
Do you know what? I don't know.
That was an interesting one because everyone's kicking off at the same time.
It's all 4 o'clock.
It might be like Amazon get one, BT get one, Sky gets one.
Really strange. We'll have to look into that and message each other and let each other know.
Yeah,
but right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. And
don't forget to like, share, subscribe.
Thank you.
Cheers, like,
bye.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Good night.